any number of death threats, definitely they want to kill. Central government telling me, you must have a minimum of 8 armed police as your security. Why Jesus is crucified? Why a Gautam Buddha is poisoned? The potency of truth is like that. It's done in a calculated way. A few political forces are also with them. Please, spend 3 minutes on it. That's all it takes.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. Recently there have been some allegations against you. What is behind these targeted attacks? Seeing all this negativity against my Guru, I get very emotional.
If it was against my Guru, I would also be, but it's not against my Guru, so I'm… See, unfortunately, as the organization grows, more and more people are focused like this. This is very simple. A tree with maximum fruit will get maximum stones. If it's a barren tree, who will throw stones at it? Because throwing a stone takes some effort, isn't it? Nobody will throw a stone at a barren tree if there is nothing to hit. Where there is lot of fruit, all the time it gets stones. So last 30 years, almost without a day's break, almost, there is something to handle like this. They're constant. Just about anything and everything that a man can be accused of, that a man can do and cannot do, everything. These things keep going on. My only concern is, I don't care, it's a dog's pleasure to bark. But if you don't handle a barking dog in a certain way, it could bite. We don't want to be bitten. It'll affect the work that we're doing. In many ways, unnecessary wastage of resources, time, effort, going to this court, going to that court, discussions, endless discussions with the lawyers, nonsense. Lot of resource also. And lot of people who would be doing other things are unnecessarily focused on these kind of things. Unfortunately, a whole lot of people, this is beginning to happen everywhere, but talking about India, a whole lot of people have gotten into this, that their career is based on how they can pull down something. It's all about that. It's a full-time career for them. Every kind of accusation. Of course, I have taken about 10,000 acres of rainforest. At least if they give me that much land, I will be okay with the accusation. I'm okay with the accusation, at least if they give me 10,000 acres of land. No, they have not given us 1 inch. You must understand, Isha Foundation has not received 1 inch of land anywhere in this country from the government. So openly when I make a challenge, please come, anybody come, we'll give you all the facility. You stay with us, we'll feed you. Go out and look anywhere, if there's 1 inch, not 1 acre, if 1 inch of encroachment is there, you will not see me again. I'm gone. You will not see me, you will not hear me. Finished it is. Well, they won't come because they know it's not there. They know it. See, I'm telling you more ridiculous things. A campaign went on that I'm stealing people's kidneys. Don't laugh, this is not a laughing matter. You come here, you're here for 7 months, go and get checked, maybe you have only 1 left. You mesmerize people and steal the kidney. What am I doing with so many? It seems I'm exporting it because there is shortage in Arabia and America. I'm sending it there. I mean, it's been printed in the magazines. So one journalist comes and asks me, is it true You're stealing kidneys and exporting it to America. I said, I would have liked to export, but I'm just having it for my breakfast, I'm not getting enough. Now, it all looks like a joke, but then for work going on, construction and this and that, our trucks go to pick up labor in the local villages. Nobody wants to come at one time. Why? Because if you go there, they'll steal your kidney. So I'm saying the most ridiculous accusations that somebody does, it's done in a calculated way. Don't think it all just flies in the air and it's a joke. Stealing kidney, most people don't know where their kidneys are. Yes, it's a fact. Ask any common person, where is your kidney? Do you think they know? They think somewhere it's here. They know it's somewhere in the stomach region, but they don't know where it is. So, kidneys being stolen, people don't want to come and work here. Took a lot of work to go and campaign with them on their trust and, then they see that this is not true. I'm saying, do you know how much work it takes? Suppose you believed if you came to sadhana pada, your kidney will be stolen. You know how difficult it is if you believed that? Yes or no? Anyway, you must get yourself checked. So, this is going on all the time. This is not today, always. Why a Manzoor is stoned to death? Why a Jesus is crucified? Why a Gautam Buddha is poisoned? Why like a Socrates is poisoned? Simply because the potency of truth is like that. When somebody begins to explore certain aspects of truth, it hurts a whole lot of people who are invested in something else. It hurts their livelihood, it hurts their way of being, so they will go for it. Most of the time in the past, they would kill you. Now also they would like… not that they've not tried, you just keep it low. Any number of death threats from all kinds of places, particularly from Bangladesh, okay? People telling me or even the central government telling me that I'm in the top 600 list of national asset, and they say you must have a minimum of 8 armed police as your security. That means 24 policemen we must house in the ashram all the time. Wherever I am sitting, standing, they will be there. If I am here, there will be 4 here, 4 here. I don't want to live like that. I'm okay. If that's how badly they want to get me, let's see. We're just alert to it, but we don't want a security detail everywhere we go. There are police and police, We don't want to live like that. But is it a risk? Yes, it is a risk. We're trying to take care in so many different ways, but it is a risk. See, one thing you must understand, never before in the history of humanity, many great beings have come. They only created a local stir. Only in their locality they created little. For that only they got killed. Because those days it was easy to kill. Today, killing is little more difficult because of whatever law enforcement, this, that. Almost in every nation there is some kind of a force. So today they try to kill you in the public with all kinds of articles, videos, magazines and nonsense, court cases. One goddamn case in the 30 years has not even come to hearing because there's no substance. See, I can say, you killed a dinosaur, I'll file a court case. They'll admit the case, depending on the type of lawyer you hired. So, did you kill the dinosaur or not? First you have to explain to somebody what is a dinosaur. Because it may be a man with that name. I'm saying this is how the legal procedure goes. Endlessly asking questions, they know it'll not go anywhere. But the few months or years that it goes on, loss of reputation will happen. So all these many great men who have come, their impact was very local in their times, very local. For that they got killed. When we have nearly 6 billion video views per year, now, definitely they want to kill. You understand? Just that level of popularity, they want to kill. Because they can't kill, or they don't want to risk their life to that extent to kill. This is all different ways of killing you piece by piece. But to their frustration, as they continue their campaign, we are only growing. This growth fundamentally is powered by something which they can't beat, but also careful management of things, lot of management. Looks like everybody's going around like this meditating. No, there are many here who have very keen minds on legal aspects, on social aspects, constantly looking at it, and I'm looking at it all the time. Please, more and more people should stand up, not for me. I don't care a damn what happens to me. The important thing is, what is the solution for the world should not be messed up by somebody who has no interest in human well-being. They're just trying to earn a living. What a despicable way of earning a living. They know if they put my photograph on their stupid magazine will sell. So every 3 months, 4 months, they will say something, new scandal. It'll go on. To an extent, in the last few months, because they thought this is the final kill, last few months, last 4 months, because I'm physically a bit down, they thought this is the time, he's not here, we should kill it, Isha Foundation. You know what? At least about 18 to 20 Isha homeschool children's parents received calls from various people, say something, what happened to your child? Why, nothing happened, we are very happy with what happened to our children, what are you trying to talk? No, they should happen, just question your children, they have been raped. Like this. Asking young women who come here and gone, whosoever for emails and things they got, at least these people who have come back to us, we know, they might have gone to so many other people, about 36 young women who've been asked, just say you were raped. Just say you had something with Sadhguru. Just say that. Anyway, you're in a different country, you don't have to come to the court, you don't have to do anything, just say it, we will take care of it. Actively. So only those who come back and report to us, we know. We don't know how many more they have approached like this. So, this is a different kind of world that you live in. But if you don't handle things right, these people can eat you up. They're not completely powerless. Unfortunately, a few political forces are also with them. So we must understand, we've grown this large a footprint on the planet without political power. We don't have any political power. Without any great financial power, just with what volunteers give us and what we ourselves generate, with that we are running everything. We don't have $10 billion sitting somewhere to do things like that. And without professional help, mostly volunteers doing their best. Well, they've done well, that's for sure. So, those of you who are thinking, if I do seva, my sadhana will go. If I do sadhana, my seva will go. Last 3-4 months last 3 months at least when I was in United States, a few people here, which is night for them and day for me, through the night, any time of the night, they are with me on the phone. What shall we do about this? What shall we do about that? And then through the night for me, at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning in United States, I am on the phone with them. Managing. Now we kind of checkmated all of them and they're this thing. But it takes a lot of unnecessary work If you put that much work into something positive, so much would happen. So much time and energies are taken in this, unfortunately, on a daily basis, but I understand this is the pain of popularity. More of you should stand up and handle these things. 3 minutes. If you think something that we are doing is not worthwhile, leave that. What you think is worthwhile, what you think is good, if you do not enhance in this world, I want you to understand you are the source of evil. They are doing their business. You, not doing anything. Hello? Those people are at least doing their business, their evil business, whatever it is. You're not even doing that. That's stupid, isn't it? What you see as good, please spend 3 minutes on it. That's all it takes. You can't do that? Let me see from tomorrow, this 1,000 extra tweets must happen. And if you did not know how to spell Twitter, they made it X. Very simple. Please exit. The question was about how do you handle yourself? This is what it is. If you are 100% clear, what you're doing is positive and for everybody's well-being, what somebody says doesn't matter. If you're not clear, then of course, your opinion, other people's opinion will move you this way and that way. This is very important you become like this. You must listen to everybody. If a donkey speaks, you must listen to it. A child speaks, you must listen to it. Whoever speaks, you must listen. That does not mean you have to be influenced by it. Hello? I am careless, I won't listen, oh, this is a fool, I'm not going to listen to her. No. Most utter idiot speaks. Listen, because an idiot will have one genius moment who can tell you something that you cannot get in your entire life. Yes, so just learn to listen. But this does not mean you must be swayed by everybody's opinions. Everybody has an opinion, that's not the point. So listen, but what discrimination you need is, if there is something that you establish as true within you, not made up by you, but something that you observe, that this is the truth about life. Simple truth, this is it. If I sit here, or if somebody sits with me, first thing is they are pleasant or unpleasant. People will always find reasons to become unpleasant, all right? I am unpleasant because, you know what they did to me, this happened, that happened. Doesn't matter, if they're unpleasant, don't take their words, they can say what they want to say. They may have good reasons, doesn't matter, don't take those things, leave it. And if somebody is pleasant, pleasant not because they are drunk, pleasant not because they have the joy of sitting on somebody else's head, no, pleasant by nature. If somebody is sitting here joyfully, peacefully, you listen. There's lot of value to that, because this is what has happened, wrong inputs, because 90% of who you are is learned behavior. If you take in wrong things, life gets poisoned. When we say life gets poisoned, when you were 5, 6, 7 years of age, how exuberant and joyful you are, by the time you're 30, you're like this, you're poisoned. You may not think so. Slow poison, hello? Slow poison or no? Like I see, you know, like in the last 24 months or so, about 14 or 15 of my batchmates in school died. I was wondering what's happening, because in 2023 December, it was… they called for a 50 years after high school. They called for some kind of a thing in Mysore golf course, they were meeting. I also got the invite. I couldn't have go on those days, but they had a fee, entry fee, something for the event to happen, food and beverages and things like that. So I said, pay the fee so that they feel I'm with them, but I will not be going anyway. So after the event was over, a few weeks later, I got to talking to somebody who was there, and I was asking, hey, what happened to this guy, what happened to that guy? Then I realized in the last 24 months at that time, 12 of them had died. I said, what happened? Is 1973 batch jinxed or something? They're just falling dead like this? Then I did a little research and I found only 20% of the world's population crosses 75. Only 12% of the world's population crosses 80. Only 6% of the world's population crosses 84. This also taking into account a few countries have very long, there are many countries which live 90, 100. Including them, the average is this much. And now in the last 4 or 5 months, 3 of them died. Falling dead, just like that, just my age. Then anyway, after 3 months, in March, I also almost kicked it recklessly, of course, but anyway, I did. Why I'm telling you this is the nature of life. It's a minimum amount of time. How much we are with life-positive things, how much we are going to spend with life-negative things, it doesn't matter. People are throwing filth. Will we make manure out of it? Or will we become filth? Or will we develop allergy and run into the mountains? This is the choice we have. I must tell you this story. In 1994, Isha Yoga Center, a grand center, which was just this 14-acre piece of land, this was not there, that part, 14 acres only. And our grand center had one big hut which kept falling down and we kept pushing it up. Now that hut has turned into Kaivalya Kutir there. It was just one big hut going like this because all built with casuarina poles. They just bend like this. Every rain they collapse and again we push it up. We are living there. Only for ladies there is bathroom, men are going into the forest. This is the yoga center. But by then there is a buzz in Coimbatore city, everybody is talking yoga, yoga, yoga. So a few prominent people, about 100 of them, meet in Coimbatore city and these are the exact words, this yoga is spreading like a disease. We must do something about it. They're prominent because they're running one spinning mill, one weaving mill, one this, one that, whatever. They made their little money. Or they had a counterfeit printing machine, lot of them. So these are prominent pillars of the society, they meet. And they said, we must just send 2 truckloads of people and pull down Isha Yoga Center, because it was that easy, all they need is a match. If they light it, Isha Yoga Center would go up in smoke. Then there was an old man, a wise old man who is no more. He said, you don't know who you're dealing with. If you throw stones at him, he will build something out of it. Don't throw stones at this man. So, every accusation, every controversy they create, we have used it to become more impactful, strengthen our own people, because people are like this, unless there is a crisis, they become slack. You also like this? That's what you must change. A crisis need not come for you to be on. You must be on in good times, that's when the best things will happen. War comes, then I'm fully fired. No, no. War means generally today it's between nations, tribes are gone. So if war comes, you're willing to die for your country? No. When there is no war, you must live for your country, isn't it, if that's so important for you?